We are now just 2.5 days away from the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's Trailer 3 by Disney and Lucasfilm that is all set and ready to provide fans a better overall experience of the overall tone of the movie that J.J. Abrams plans to do in order to end the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about this is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film, answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens that will now be answered in The Rise of Skywalker, and a lot of that will be somewhat teased in the upcoming third and final trailer. Obviously, the driving force for the hype of this movie all has to do with Palpatine himself, and exactly how he will be utilized in this movie is going to be, by far, one of the more interesting experiences in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, beyond all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film. And when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming Trailer 3 of Episode 9, this is where things begin to get very exciting for this movie. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Palpatine is said to be seen with a hood over his head, where he is described to be aiming his hand down toward the ground, where a surge of energy is beginning to form within his hand, that is described to signal the use of Force lightning. It's explained that as Palpatine is aiming at somebody or something by use of Force lightning, is that he is said to eventually form the lightning into a sphere of some kind, before it's said to shoot in a streak of lightning. Palpatine's new outfit is said to be both red and black with a popped collar, giving a callback to both Episode 3 and the Dark Empire comics from Star Wars Legends. The next describes a sequence in which the masked version of Kylo Ren is said to be wielding a lightsaber, where he is described to be wielding, of course, a lightsaber against Rey, where they are both said to be on board of a ship that is said to be falling through the atmosphere of an unknown world. It's explained to be one of their Force bonds, where Rey and Kylo Ren duel on a failing ship that is implied to be Kylo Ren's Ravager ship that is said to be bigger or the same size as Snoke's Supremacy. Now, tons of fire is said to be seen in the background with debris floating around Rey and Kylo Ren, where as they run toward each other, they begin to lift up in mid-air and fight in a zero-gravity duel. The next describes a sequence in which it's explained that Kylo Ren is said to be inside of the Millennium Falcon, shooting down TIE fighters that are affiliated with Palpatine's new Sith Empire, where it's said that First Order TIE fighters are guarding the Falcon during a major space battle as Kylo steals his father's ship, where as this happens, a revision of Han Solo's theme is said to play over the shop by Disney and Lucasfilm. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. I think the one that really stands out to me the most here is, of course, how Palpatine is going to use a new type of Force lightning in The Rise of Skywalker, where at first it's said to form into a sphere, ball lightning if you will, which, by the way, guys, is a real thing in our world. Ball lightning is a weather phenomenon, and I can see where J.J. Abrams is getting that from. He's basically basing this new type of Force lightning and how it's actually going to be initially formed by Palpatine, basing it on the weather phenomenon known as ball lightning and applying it to the Star Wars universe. So I kind of respect J.J. Abrams for doing something very much interesting like that. Now, Palpatine's new look in this movie, it's said that he has a mixture of his clothing or his outfit from Revenge of the Sith, and of course from Star Wars Dark Empire. I don't know if you guys ever read or actually listened to the audiobook of Star Wars Dark Empire. Basically, in the audiobook of Star Wars Dark Empire, you know, Palpatine is said to be pretty much far ruthless than he ever was before in the prequels and in the originals. It gives you a different feel of how Palpatine can really be a very evil and sadistic individual. And in The Rise of Skywalker, the fact that they based him off of the Dark Empire version of Sidious as well as the Revenge of the Sith version of Sidious really is very inspiring by JJ to see that he's really digging not just into the prequel lore, but also into Star Wars Legends lore to apply that to The Rise of Skywalker to give the fans a very interesting experience that we have never seen before on the big screen. So the next piece that I do want to go over that is very much puzzling, that I think a lot of fans are going to be very interested over, is of course the moment in which Kylo Ren is said to have stolen the Falcon, where he's actually shooting down TIE fighters that are affiliated with Palpatine's new Sith Empire. And as he does this, he's actually guarded by First Order TIE fighters. Now, there is going to be a sequence in the third act in which we have, of course, the new Sith Empire fighting the First Order, and there is going to be a moment in the film where Kylo Ren is said to steal the Millennium Falcon, of course, at some point in time in the movie. Now, stealing his father's ship, it sounds like that Kylo Ren at least wants to hang on to a piece of his father's legacy, perhaps, or maybe he wants to destroy it on his own, for all we know, right? Otherwise, why else would Kylo Ren steal his own father's ship? It really doesn't make much sense to me, other than the fact that he would want to destroy it by docking it on his First Order Ravager ship somehow, some way. So, like I said, we are now only 2.5 days away from the official trailer. The time has come. Tickets are going on sale on the 21st, so look forward to that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.